Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Myth 2, The Fallen Levels. Last time, everything was just berserk crazy with berserks who are crazy. And then this time, we're gonna see what Ulrich is doing with the war. Now that we managed to take out one Fallen Lord, maybe we can get another one. That'd be nice.
Monday, July 20th, outside Rhiannon. None of us miss the mosquitoes and leeches of the marsh, but this bleak landscape is hardly better. We are outside the old Trow city of Rhiannon, abandoned centuries ago in the war which nearly exterminated their race. Each hour brings us closer to Balor's fortress, and almost certainly to the end of our own lives. After weeks of shadowing us, Soulblighter's army vanished after the battle on the Guillot. He's certain to show up again soon, but meanwhile it's given us a welcome rest from fighting. Ulrich has been busy again, hardly sleeping I'm told, planning for the coming battle. A single berserk reached us yesterday, after having come all the way over the mountains from the city of Willow, 1,400 miles away. He delivered to Ulrich a single package the size of a man's fist wrapped in rags, and refuses to talk with anyone about events in the West. A small group of us are going into the city ahead of the main force tomorrow to secure a bridge which Ulrich fears the enemy would destroy if we attacked in force. Once it has been secured, the Legion will follow.
Man, why can't the narrator just say something hopeful and righteous for a change? You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, we did just get the Watcher, you know, Soulbrighter left us alone. It's gonna be okay, probably. Anywho, mission objective here is fight your way into the city and take control of a bridge across the old canal inside. Be prepared to lead your small group around the much larger enemy force between here and the bridge. So they don't want us to fight the larger force. Maybe we can use this bridge as a choke point. Either way, we should probably get right down to it. Oh, very good. Forest giants. For some reason, none of them are veterans. Not really sure what that's all about. Good amount of berserks. Good amount of dwarves.
Sir?
What is this, 8 archers? Wow. They really loaded us up for bear. And in our way, one little thorny patch of stuff. Oh. And a load of myrmidons. How curiouser and curiouser. Let's see, might there be another hole in this wall? Doesn't look like it. Okay, well, before we start figuring out what we're going to do with those guys, why don't we figure out what we're going to do with these guys? I'm going to pass out a couple of names. There's just a few people who wanted their names in. A lot of you got killed last time, but nobody requested to be put back in, so I guess we're just going to remain nameless. Once I get the names passed out, I'll cut back in. See you guys in a minute. Okay. First and foremost, we have one forest giant named Starbridge. We have somebody named Dave checking in with the berserks. Not really... Pretty sure it says Dave. That's why my handwriting is pretty horrible. Going with Dave. And Jet Jaguar, also berserk. I made you two guys veterans as well. You're so welcome.
Ready?
Okay, actually, we're set up pretty good for this little thing here. The main thing is we just want to bring our berserks in quite a bit closer to the action. Let's get them all up and together. And the dwarves also sort of need to be a little more centralized. Now then, the dwarves pitch their bombs. Yeah, that's right. These things are breakable. And launchable. That was fun. Gotta start trying to get individual thingies. Yeah. Alright, hold on a minute. Gary, get over here and now pitch one over there. Woot. This should count as kills. Doesn't everybody else agree? Who was that? Ratatosk, you were so late with that shot. Okay, so what we're going to try to do now is Nope, don't do that. What I'm trying to do now is get a berserk in there who can lure them back to us. Give them one good what for with the dwarves. How far can you throw anyway? I can throw that far? Okay. Give them one good what for with the dwarves and then let the berserks mop up. Get in there, cert. Huh. Not responding. Come on.
Over here.
You know you want a little bit of cert. Okay, you don't want a little bit of cert. In that case, how about a little bit of B-box? Oh, never mind. Whammo!
Got him. We'll do it.
Alright, archers, stop! Yeah, archers, name your eyes, come on. Okay, that went off more or less as I wanted it to. Let's go ahead and advance some people. Oh man, now it's coming. Whoa, lots of them.
Let's go. Yes.
We may be backing up here a little bit. Let's see. Now we've got a child named Luktari Führer. So to handle that kind gentleman, we're definitely going to want to use our giants. As you may have imagined, they issued us giants because we're going to have to fight a lot of thrall, and you do not want to get in their way. More than you have to, anyway. Let's see. And a pretty respectable amount of myrmidons, but we're going to really handle this the same way. We're just going to try to trigger them, let the archers have their fun, let the dwarves get about one shot in, and then send in our butt-kicking melee. Alright, so to really make this part work, kind of need some good dwarf control here, which I'm not exactly legendary for. And some more archers. Oops. Archers. 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 It's just going to be one of those days when they're not going to line up like I want them to, isn't it? There, like that. Thank you. Now then, we'll take some of the berserkers, stick them over here, and we'll take the rest. First we'll take Pesty up there to rabbit for us, and then we'll take the rest of them to sort of stack up here as well. Okay. Meanwhile, Pesty, get in there and see if you can get some attention.
Let's go.
If possible, don't get everybody. Get some of everybody. We'll let the archers start putting their hits in.
Make a hole.
Blammo! Got some of you. Hold on. Come back. Do not pursue. I guess we only got two, really. That's a bummer. Really wanted to get a lot more than two if I could. Dude, just stop it. Right where you're at. Knock it off. Alright. But still, cutting them down by two was worth it. Or maybe, there you go. Well, we're gonna have to move the doors over a little bit. If that is the case, that Pesty will have some kind of line out of there. Do.
I'm moving.
There we go. Got these guys at least. Alright, you just turn and face the way that you need to face. So I'm not sure who told Pesty to stop, but okay. Now's the fun part. We gotta put one good one into them. And move all the archers out. Move all the doors out. Oh, berserks. Don't sit around and get kicked by this dude. Also, wow, everybody's just stuck in this doorway. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, didn't want to let that guy kick our dudes, but on the other hand, oh well. Let's see. Let's go ahead and extend our beachhead.
Over here.
Like I said before, important thing is we didn't lose any of our ranged.
Sir?
As always, ranged units, very importante. It's a real word. Let's see. We still have time. We still have Moop Moop and Willy Tong. We like those guys, huh? And let's see, did Dave survive? Dave, your service was short but distinguished. Thank you, buddy. Now, I should point out at this point we don't even actually know where the bridge is. We just, I think really it's just sort of a wake-up call to say like, yes, like you're gonna have to face Trow, which is never fun. So, looks like there's a road. I guess we could take the road, huh?
Sir?
You take the high-low road, I'll take the low.
Over here. I'm moving.
It's hard not to panic a little bit when the forest giants start moving, because man do they sound like Trow. Speaking of Trow, there's a Trow. Where's he going? And there's a fetch. I don't like fetch. There's another Trow. There's a lot of Trow. There's a whole lot of Trow. This is probably the group that we're supposed to avoid.
Ready.
So let's see if we can do that, eh? In fact, why don't we parallel the wall for a little bit? I think that sounds like that would be much more conducive to our long-term health prospects.
Yeah.
Let's see, and also, after all,
Ready.
if we can't be a little sneaky, then we don't even deserve to play this game, do we?
I'm moving.
All those little barbicons up there. Perhaps that is something. Why don't we go see?
Sir? Let's go.
I don't think they make a big deal out of this, but Rhiannon was conquered by Connacht back in the Wolf Age. Supposedly he like just melted the whole city on the heads of his enemies. More patrolling Trow. And then along came whoops, don't do
Ready.
that. Along came Balor, and he was like, "Hey dudes, I'll let you out of this city if you agree to work for me." And the Trow were like, "Sure, we weren't doing anything anyway."
Yeah. I move.
Yes, that's kind of how I remember it. I'm not sure how anybody else remembers it, but feels accurate.
Sir?
I should probably take the time to blow all this business up,
I'm moving.
so we have unimpeded lines of movement. But as usual, I'm not going to do that.
Yes?
I am, however, going to quickly stop us from running into all these Myrmidons and fetch. That is 16 Myrmidians and a fetch. And a partridge and a pear tree. Okay. Actually, I am going to take the time to blow these up.
Sir?
At least some. However, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me blow them up. So, make a slight cut to the video, and then I'll cut right back in.
Ready.
See you guys in a second. Actually, what am I thinking? I think really you just want to pull them all the way back to the gate. Ah,
Sir?
sorry. Memory's poor. I'm just going to cut back in when we get back there. See you guys in a minute. Okay, just showing you that we're now way back by this gate. where we did all our carnage before. And now, at long liggity last, Brantier, go get him.
Let's go.
First they do this little AI scripted event where they split up.
Yeah.
Gotta wait for everybody to get in position. Then once everybody's in position, then they'll chase them. Come on. There you go. Okay.
Let's go.
Look at these tracks in the sand. I guess most of them are ours. To be honest. Alright, you just run on back. Oh, I'll run back over there. Why not? Now, eventually the Myrmidons will clump up a bit, but most importantly, this freaking fetch will be left pretty far behind. So hopefully we can get the Myrmidons dealt with before the fetch shows up. Because if the fetch shows up, that is bad news. Any minute now. Not clumping up as much as I wish they would. Archer's going free. I do this little weird kind of double pump thing. I don't really know why. Now, where is that fetch? Actually, tell the archers just to get the fetch now. Oh. Also, there is a trout. We should run. We need to move our archers out. I wish I knew where the other forest giant was, so we didn't just have two guys duking it out. He just didn't go. Okay, well, you know, we lost a few berserks, but looks like it was the ones that were just about dead anyway.
Ready.
So, success, I suppose.
Ready.
Oops.
Yes.
Somehow the archers got split up too. Oh, no!
Sir.
Don't worry. One of these days I'm going to play this game almost like a pro, and it is going to be glorious. Yeah, there you go. Freaking fetch. Hate those things. A lot. A whole lot. In fact.
What now?
Okay.
Sir.
Let's just keep people moving. I would kind of like to point out that you may have noticed that even when you've got 3 of the forest giants, they're not super effective at mobs of Myrmidons because they punch so slow. It is one punch, one kill practically for them, or even literally. But even with that in mind, well, it just doesn't quite do it.
Ready.
And yes, this was another one of our patented, hey, it's myth. Let's just go ahead and retreat for 50 yards. Or half the distance to the goal. I think that was another patrolling trow. Don't need to worry about them. We're just gonna keep on following the yellow brick road.
What now?
While we're walking along, how about a joke? Saw on the, at least on the great and powerful internet, they had a note that I think was from either TiVo or somebody that, in reference to the Wizard of Oz, its description for the Wizard of Oz was a young girl is transported to a magical land where she murders the first person she meets. Following that, she teams up with 3 strangers to murder again. That's pretty funny. Alright, that looks like the edge of the map.
Yes.
So now, simply because there is no other option, let's pivot and start heading into the north.
Let's go.
And see what we can find. We still haven't found a bridge, but at least we've avoided that main army that was between us and them, huh? Boy, that could have been exciting if they had gotten to us.
Sir.
I suppose one could accuse us of having teamed up with forest giants to commit as much murder as we can. There is 3 of them. Oh, shame. If somebody hadn't already asked to be a forest giant, I would totally rename them now to Iron Man and Iron Man, Tin Man, and Toto, and what am I saying? Man,
Ready?
to Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man. Toto's not one of the people she meets. Ridiculous.
Sir?
I'm moving.
Just continuing to advance, trying to find the next group of customers. We know where that main army is, so I would suspect that the bridge is over there. We just need to make a almighty big circle around them. Wait, what's that? It's a patrolling trow. I mean, I like getting into the business as much as the next guy, but if we don't have to fight one of them, why don't we go ahead and not do that?
Let's go.
As usual, the health of our tree giant... Oh, and this is Starbridge. Whoa!
What? Yes?
Oh, moly. It's nothing but fetch. Sort of clumsy of us.
Sir?
Guess this is the part where we hope our archers don't suck too bad. And where the fetch apparently just want to come at us a few at a time.
That was mine.
And you really start getting our archers a little bit closer. Just imagine if you didn't have 8 archers here, huh? Anybody else coming? One guy is coming. Oh, what would happen if the fetch had come at us all at once, huh? Can't believe I let one of our tree dudes get nailed by the fetch, but... You know, I never said I was going to play this perfectly with no damage, did I? And if I did say that, then I take it back. Because that is definitely not going to happen. Yeah, go right back to your little demon-infested dimension.
That was mine.
It's funny that they have a deity named Weird. Seeing as how the fetch themselves are pretty weird, aren't they? Dun -dun 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 -dun. You're welcome.
Yes!
Hey, when they spin in circles and the archers stop shooting them.
That was mine.
That was yours. By the way, who's just been watching the action from here? More trout. Okay. Well, if possible, we don't really wish to mess with the trow.
Ready?
Let's move the doors up. Sorry, stone branches. Stone branches took a lightning bolt to the face. Oh, that was that patrolling trow. Where to go? Where to go? I wish everybody would just decide to walk between other units that are in their way, but man, they do not.
Yeah. Ready?
Let's see, don't want to go running into another one of those. Whatever that is. Oh, stone pile. Let's see. This is one of those times when we don't particularly really want to follow the road, so
Sir?
we're not going to.
I'm moving.
I mean, it's not like the dark doesn't know that we're here, they just don't know what we're doing. Oh. Alright, these clowns we're probably going to have to face, so
Yes.
Berserks quickly get out of the way. Alright, there's going to be time for these guys.
Ready?
No, the fetch.
Got him. Yes?
Alright, now we just need the archers to get out of the way while the Berserks do their Berserk thing.
Casualty.
Nuts. Oh well. Let's see here. We can continue to kind of loop around, or have we hit the edge of the map? Oh! There's this river of blood, huh? Almost like the name of the level. Whoops.
Sir?
Alright, let's not go so far.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the giants up too. 'Cause the giants may well prove to be...
What? Yes?
No, shoot the fetch. Always shoot the fetch.
What now?
We'll do it.
I am curious as to why the dwarf just decided to stay there and get smacked around by a Myrmidon.
Ready?
This doesn't seem very smart to me. Also, while I'm complaining, I just want to point out that no journeymen seem to feel the need to come with us. Don't think we can actually sneak around that way. But it doesn't hurt
Ready?
to click on a guy to find out.
On the way.
Really?
Right away. All right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Every so often you think like, well, I found a little game-breaking moment. Wouldn't it be nice? No, there you go. And it would be nice, but, you know, hey.
Yeah.
Be funny if they had a lot of dudes stacked up in the river, wouldn't it? Since that does kind of seem to be how they generally roll. Let's see, just waiting for everybody to get from position. Sorry, little pivoting maneuver, always takes a while. Oh, let's just move up a little bit.
Yes? Ready?
As usual, I'd like to keep all my trees alive. Just because it seems like a nice thing to do, but...
I'm moving.
Aha, I believe that is the beginning of the bridge.
Sir?
Over here.
Definitely a bridge.
Sir?
I'm gonna start moving people over a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know why the bridge isn't guarded. Really seems like it ought to be. This is just lazy of our enemies. Makes me feel like they don't treat us seriously, you know?
Ready?
Over
Aha.
here.
They do treat us seriously. Take us seriously is what I should say. Okay. This is the old classic end of the level fight, huh? So why don't we grab our archers,
Yes?
move them over here. Grab our dwarves, move them up.
Let's go.
The berserks into position. Now, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're thinking, isn't this a great place for a little dwarven ambush? And I say, yes. Yes it is. So why don't we set one up? So we don't really need the dwarves to be in this action at all, quite honestly. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take these two guys, put them over there. This guy over here, and we'll just keep the number of berserks over here the same, but we will move them back just a little bit. Why don't you bravely let that
Right away.
giant lead it? Then we'll grab our pal Trussick,
On the way.
send him in. We're gonna go shoot the trout a little bit, poke the bear, so to speak. We're not kidding about that river of blood. Although, since this is the City of Iron, I think we may assume that's really just rust and not blood, but you know. Not really sure why the Trial are just willing to sit there and let you put a bunch of pins in them. I suspect it's just sort of their own natural arrogance. Either that or they know this is a bit of a trap on my part and they don't want to get snookered into it. But hey. Also, I can't really remember if it's cumulative, the damage you do to the Trial, or if it's just like one particular Trial. But either way, I don't mind taking all these shots. Uh-oh, that may be it.
All right.
That's what I thought. So, Tressic come
On the
home.
way.
Not sure why the Trial back up and pause like that. Maybe it's just to give us a good sporting chance. I don't know.
Ready.
I do know, though, is that we really need to start shooting this fetch as early as we can. This fetch are evil. You are kidding me.
Ready.
We'll do it.
Archers knock it off. Hoo-ha. So much for the Trow, so much for the fetch. Did I lose some berserks? No, still got 12. Okay, now we need to line up completely differently for what we're about to do now. Okay, Starbridge, you're out. Oops,
Hey.
Starbridge, you're not out.
Step aside. Hey. Oops.
We just need to all get in there and start punching. Too many Myrmidons to not have forest giants in the mix.
Casualty.
Oh, this is bad.
Casualty.
Yeah,
Casualty.
smack. Cretins. Yeah, that's all it takes. Well, Starbridge, you didn't die, so I assume we revive you later.
Hooray. Hey, we did it.
Woot.
All right. Hey.
And thus we secured the bridge. Although there is that big army behind us, I'm not really sure what that's all about, but hey, guess what? Berserks actually were #1 for kills this time. Good for them, and not quite #1 for damage, but hey, they also suffered the most casualties. They flubbed the Myrmidon thing a little bit, but oh well, about as good as you're gonna get. So, all told, we killed 99 of them, 80 were Myrmidons, 15 fetch, 4 of the Trow. Bad times. Also, just for the record, Archers clocking in with 25 kills, Berserks 35, King of the Heap, Forest Giants with 20, and Dwarves with only 19. Even the Forest Giants outdid them. Well, now we've got this bridge and we're moving into Rhiannon. The final showdown is coming up. Catch it next time on Let's Play Myth 2, The Fallen Levels.